that people definitely question. Are you sure you want to do it this way and everything? Because we're trying to do it in as ambitious a way as possible. For me, what I find in Homer is kind of eternal truths. And I think the reason that the Odyssey has fascinated for 3,000 years is really this notion of things that are unchanging in the world, themes that are timeless, whether you're talking about the love story at the heart of it, whether you're talking about the homecoming, the aftermath of war.
Qui veille sur ton épouse et ton fils?
Vois-tu?
Mon père retrouvera sa maison.
Pour accomplir sa vengeance. La plus terrible.
These are kind of, I would say, eternal human truths, and that's what keeps generations coming back to Homer and reinterpreting Homer. I don't do a lot of storyboarding, but we do a lot of taking photographs, images, putting them on the wall, looking at different places. A lot of travel. Myself and my designer, Ruth de 𝙇'𝙊𝙙𝙮𝙨, really traveling the world, trying to find the most interesting locations for each place. And then a lot of sort of putting them on the wall and seeing how that starts to add up to the feeling of a wider world, because obviously what you're trying to recreate is the sense of this epic journey. He goes to all of these different places, and I think some of that is geographical, but it's not necessarily real geography. It's psychogeography. It's the geography of the mind. It's sort of different textures and different places that represent the extremities of human experience. So yeah, I had to go to a lot of places and build a world. And then of course you have all of the props, all of the costumes, all of the things within that world. When you come to Homer, one of the things you find is, even though it's one of the first literary texts we have in Western civilization, it's kind of a foundational text, but the structure and the approach to time is extremely sophisticated. I mean, it's really an incredible structure, and I tried to follow that closely. I enjoy using non-chronological, non-linear structures to emphasize the passage of time, or to explore the passage of time. And Homer, right from this opening in Ithaca, with this mystery around why Odysseus has not returned.
Je veux que tu me choisisses.
Le roi d'Ithaque va revenir.
Ne crois pas ça.
And the situation back at home, this kind of ticking clock that hangs over everything. Yeah, it's really an incredible structure, and I tried to be quite true to it. I mean, yeah, I've part of getting this film made was that the previous film we made, Oppenheimer, that succeeded in a far greater way than we dared to imagine. I mean, it was a great thrill for us. And that gives you the opportunity, it gives you the credibility and the opportunity to do something you might not otherwise be able to do. But if I'm doing my job right, the challenge is such that people definitely question, are you sure you want to do it this way and everything? Because we're trying to do it in as ambitious a way as possible. I mean, no, it's always about the creative. I mean, to me, it's always about what's the best way to bring the audience into the world. And 70mm film is the best tool that's ever been invented for seeing the world the way the eye sees it. So if you really want to bring your audience into a realistic world, or you're trying to create a feeling of reality, I think it's the best way to do it. Very much. I think there's always been a really terrific relationship between cinema, Hollywood cinema, and Greek mythology and the ancient epics. And there were previous eras in Hollywood, the 20s and 30s, and then the 50s and 60s, where they took on a lot of epic things, a lot of religious stories or classical Roman stories. They didn't really do Greek mythology though, because I don't think they had the technology to embrace the fantasy elements in a satisfactory way. And so you have the great work of people like Ray Harryhausen and everything working on lower budgeted movies, you know, in the 60s and 70s and 80s. But really what I wanted to do was take those old Hollywood approaches to the epic and combine that, you know, with the fantasy element of Greek mythology for the first time.